Hello, Sumo fans. I'm Scott Finlay, and welcome to another episode of the Sumo News, right here on World of Sumo. Well, the fan festival comes to an end, while a debate sparked out of it in articles and makes the news to a legend returning to his roots to hopefully be a stepping stone to help his homeland's future and much more. Let me take you through the latest from the Sumo world this week. The former Daikiho, who opened a food truck on his retirement from Sumo, drove that chanko and chicken truck all the way from Fukuoka to feed the lads at the Sumo Fans Appreciation Day. More stomachs were filled as Michinoku Beya won that chanko competition we mentioned in the last news. Fans had a fantastic experience all round, and with borders finally opening, I expect next year to have an amazing turnout as foreign fans flock to take part in the world of Sumo. According to a post I seen on Twitter, and then a link to an article of which I read posted by a great source of Sumo news guys called Sumo Follower. If you're on Twitter, then link in the description as always to follow that channel. I would recommend it. Well, during the fan festival that ended a couple of days ago, a young girl addressed a sekitori with san at the end of his name and got harshly corrected and scolded by someone else in attendance who took it upon themselves to apparently educate the wee lassie. Nikkan Sports released an article to check out who was in the right or not. The basic rule of thumb is that a Rikishi up to and including the Makushita rank guys get the usual san at the end of their names when addressed, while Juryo and above have zeki at the end of theirs. For those that don't know, it is seen as rude and in some cases disrespectful to not add this at the end of names when addressing Rikishi. Asking former Yokozuna Onokuni, now Shibatayama Oyakata, the head of the public relations department for the Japan Sumo Association, whether it was rude to call a sekitori-san instead of zeki after their names. He said, if it is an ordinary member of the public, it doesn't matter if they use zeki or san. He then added, while chuckling, but in my day, if I was on the dohyo and heard a woman call Onokuni-san, I'd lose all my power. So it's a matter of time and place. When you cheer for a Rikishi during a basho, it's all fine to drop the added zeki or san, but if you are at a meal with that person, it's different. Regarding himself personally, he said he doesn't mind Onokuni-san. The article touches on how you can address Yokozuna and Ozeki as well. It's common just to address them as Yokozuna and Ozeki. So, for example, you can either address Terunofuji as Yokozuna or Terunofuji Zeki, which is the most respectful way to address him, of course. The former Shohozan was asked the same question and added, Zeki or San, it's all the same to him. The only time he'd go, huh? Is when people would approach him in a way that lacked respect, like saying, hey, Shohozan, I want a photo, etc. On the other hand, there are fans who may be not up in all the customs, so just affix zeki to all Rikishi in most cases. This can put lower division Rikishi in an awkward position at times because on the one hand, it would be rude for them to correct fans, and on the other, it would not be right for them just to accept it. It's a catch-22, Sumo fans. It goes on to say basically that the fact is that Grand Sumo exists off the back of the fans and does not mind these small mistakes. So really, it's all good. As long as you're not trying to be intentionally disrespectful, you're all good, guys. A while ago, we reported that some of Tatsunami Bey's Rikishi had enrolled at a remote high school to work towards a high school diploma. Being that most join Sumo at a very young age and don't always achieve this level of education, well, originally there were just 4. Now it seems there are 7, and one of them is Makauchi Man, the lovable Meisei. Good luck to all those guys working on their future. Miyagino Oyakata, aka the former Hakuho, flew to his homeland of Mongolia this week. This is the first time he's been back to his place of birth in over 4 years. He participated in the opening of the Genghis Khan Museum, visited friends and relatives, and afterwards he and his mother met with the Mongolian president at the presidential palace, then the chief of parliament and the prime minister, handing over an invitation to his retirement ceremony for each of them. It is also announced that in 2023, the Prime Minister and the National Travel Committee said they would focus on enhancing the country's reputation in other places around the world. He expressed confidence that the symbols of Mongolia, Japan relations, culture and tourism, and the help of one Hakuho show acting as a bridge between the countries will help this plan a lot. 10 new recruits have enrolled for the new recruit checkup on the 18th of October. One of them being Uncle Sumo's, aka Ajigawa Oyakata's nephew, who is 17 years old. Of course, he will no doubt be joining Asahiyama beya until such times his uncle opens his own hair. Well, anyway, I have left a list of their names in the description box below, and after they take the health checkup, etc., in a couple of days, I will report on each of the lads for you all and give you a little bit of information about each one. And that's it for this episode of the Sumo News. As always, thank you for watching, and Sumo fans, if you take nothing else from this video, then please keep this in mind. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, Owatanage!